welcome to the weekly roundup. I'm your host Wayne Knowles with
Trevor Green.
How are you, Trev?
Very good, thank you, mate.
And we're going to go straight into Div 5.
Yes, this is our div.
Our div, mate. Yep. Not the diff.
No,
our
not
div.
the div.
I seen the diff the other week actually. I had a couple of cold ones with him.
I tell you how good he was.
He was in fine form. He was in fine form.
Hello, div.
How you going, Troy? Okay. Prelim final.
Yeah.
Down at Lockleys Oval. Smithfield too good.
Yeah, absolutely. So it wasn't a good day.
It was not a good day.
They were pegged. It was almost like, as we said about West Croydon,
yes.
Woody South, bittersweet on the day for Lockleys. But yeah, you unfortunately weren't available on the day.
I wasn't there on Saturday. No, I was moving house. Yes, unfortunately. I've had a couple of chats with Zwicky since, and feel like I let him down a little bit. But he said no.
That's the one we've got.
No one could really stop Smithfield. He said they were absolutely brilliant on Saturday. Tomo seen have them peaking at the right time of the year, and the final score tells the story. 18 goals 13, 121 to 12 goals 16, 88. So.
And the same guys again in the
same guys
players.
again. He said it was an absolutely powerful display. They were a lot bigger, stronger, and just dominated all over the ground. Best in Smithfield, Clegg, Quinny Graham, Mickey Gollan, Garner and Cook. Gollan with 5, Weber with 3, Bain with 2, Cook with 2, Stewart with 2, and a heap of other blokes with singles.
And that's the big thing as well. Garner again. I highly rate this bloke.
I got told that Mark got held very well.
Yeah.
And a lot of people actually surprised that he wasn't the best.
Oh, okay.
They held Mark. Cookie gets off the leash though. That's the thing. They weren't able to cover all bases. But the thing with Mark Garner, just so punishing by foot.
Absolutely.
And
yeah, very smart footballer.
Oh, yeah, good bloke too, mate. I've got a lot of time for Mark. Lockleys?
Lockleys, he had Narcis with 3, Russo with 2, Gaddis and Ascoli getting 2 with a few other boys chipping in. Narcis, Bose, is it Bose?
Bose, yeah.
Bose, yep. Martinello,
Boo-checker.
Boo-checker and Olsen. Now, Martinello is an interesting one. I didn't think that he was
You never trust the true things that are said on that other thing that you read.
No, well, just I did read.
Yeah.
I'm an avid follower of the forum.
Yes.
And all of its wisdom. And it did say that he'd injured his knee, and people asking questions. Can
little
you
bit
play
sore,
on that?
little bit sore, but
yeah. Smoke and mirrors.
Smoke and mirrors, mate. Lovely.
But he's a guy.
You never let the truth get in the way of a good story.
Absolutely not. We know that down at the kennel.
Yes.
But he's a fantastic player.
Best and fairest. Utterly deserved that all year. Been really, really great for the club. But. At the end of the day, they weren't good enough, and to Smithfield's credit, they've really, they're coming home with a wet sail.
It's unbelievable, their record at the minute, Smithfield. They've lost 3 games in 3 years.
I think.
We lost before we got to round 11.
We beat them. Lockleys beat them last year in the second time, then we lost in the grand final.
Yep.
We beat them both times, at home and away this year, but I tell you what, Dave Thompson has done to Smithfield Football Club as a club is absolutely, cannot commend the bloke any higher.
Absolutely.
They have turned around what was a so-called basket case, you could say, to an absolute football machine.
Yep. And the crowd get behind them very well.
Oh, the crowd is so passionate. They love their footy club. And they can go from 7, 6, 5 all in 3 years.
That's unbelievable.
And that's a great credit to them as a football club and to Dave as a coach, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So shout out to those boys.
Yes.
And moving on to
the Magoos.
A little bit of a change.
Yep.
CBC talked about, just constantly, very strong outfit, very fast football side, and were picked as the ones to get the chocolates here. And I think I did pick Lockleys for this one. You've got some guys here that you can go through. I'll go through CBC, but in the end, it was Lockleys 9-10-64 to CBC 5-13-43. So relatively close. Maybe a couple of opportunities missed by CBC, but Pacini with 2, Remfrey, Tolinar and Yates, and the best players were Noble, Turner, Pacini. And for Lockleys, mate?
Rene Martin with 3, and then you got a heap of other blokes kicking singles. Tommy McKenzie best, Benny Stock, Bill Rousel, Drennan and Rocher in the best at Lockleys. Now, Had a bit of an up and down year with us, but the problem with Lockleys, with the B grade, is the fact that our A grade had a heap of blokes go overseas middle season. Now, I don't know, when I played footy many moons ago, if you ever booked a holiday during footy season,
you're dead.
Or a wedding, like, come on. Anyway, these blokes these days, as we all understand, we are coaching different cats. But you take people out of the A grade going overseas, all of a sudden you're going to drag a heap of B graders up, and it leaves the B grade a little bit thin. A few little injuries and things like that, and they struggled through that time. But when we got the players back, they got their players back, and they've really settled and heading towards the grand final on Saturday. So that's pretty good.
And they're going to have a really tough task this week. It's out at St Mary's. And they're taking on Pulteney, who have been the basic benchmark of the competition in Division 5 reserves.
Yes.
And there is talk of, maybe somebody like an Ashby can come back down into the twos and play.
Smithfield.
Oh, Smithfield, sorry. The other one. Can't remember his name now.
Yeah.
I was looking at it today. I was looking right through this because I wanted to get this bit right. But the Pulteney, their coach, he'll have them running, and I think it'll be a really, really tough ask for you guys.
I think the bigger ground too might be a bit of a problem. Might leave a few, as you understand. A lot of B grade footballers aren't super fit. The big deck might expose a few holes there like that. But I'm still going to back our boys to get the job done. I think we've got some good forwards, got some real good blokes up forward, big fellas that can finish work off. Got some of the blokes that played, like you've got Tommy McKenzie, Mitch Seacamp, Phil Rochert, you've got Bill Rouswell, all played A-grade footy this year.
That's what I was about to say. Rouswell's a familiar name that I'm reading now.
All played A-grade footy this year, and they come down and they need to be the blokes to stand up, and they have been. So
so I'm going to go for Pulteney. Knowlesies with Lockleys. Once again, we thank our sponsors for all their support. We thank the Portland Hotel for their hospitality, and we'll catch you again next week to review the grand final.
See you guys.